What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, dude. I think it's actually been a minute since I've done a video on this windowsill, so my apologies or whatever, but man, what the heck is going on with Snapchat, dude? And it's not even just Snapchat, but I'll make a whole separate video talking about it. But this whole entire video is pretty much predicated on user data and how it's pretty much being manipulated by a lot of these companies. Now today I'm going to roast it on Snapchat because that is basically what the article focused on. But I did read a lot about other things pretty much too, and other companies doing almost the same thing that I'll go into in a different video because I think it's a pretty big topic. And before we go further, make sure you guys add me on Snapchat. There's a Snapchat code right there. There's the name you guys already know. If you ever want to talk to a Z-list celebrity such as myself, there's the info right there. So there's the info right there. Snap the code, add the name, whatever you want to do, it doesn't matter. Now here's the issue at hand. Okay, now the title of this article is that Snapchat employees abuse data access to spy on users. And pretty much what this whole entire article says is that some people who had access to Snapchat data were able to find things like people's locations, their saved photos, and so much other information. Now, in my opinion, from reading this article, it's a pretty scary thing because even I don't have like too many saved photos. I mean, you guys can see them. Actually, I'm not even going to show you guys because they're kind of personal. But this is my fan account, so I don't have anything on here really. But it's pretty crazy the fact that some people who had access to that data were able to manipulate it in such a way that it would be a pretty crazy thing for, somebody to see my personal photos, because I wouldn't want somebody, just randomly seeing my photos. And that's a crazy thing. Now, most likely it's not like some random person. Not like you watching this video, you wouldn't necessarily be able to see my information straight up coming from the Snapchat app. But that isn't to say that maybe there could have been a data breach again. I feel like Snapchat had one not too long ago, or maybe I'm totally tripping or thinking of a different company. But it could be the fact that some companies out there could have access to the same type of data set or data, whatever that Snapchat had, and been able to look at your photos. Now, most probably they would have only used data and stuff to track you and market things better to you, but that's not to say that maybe someone within that company could have, used that data to their advantage and, without your consent, which is a pretty crazy thing. Now, in the article, they actually go on to say that there was an app that Snapchat had called SnapLion. And the article states that pretty much early on that tool was used to gather information on people's, things for law enforcement requests. So if I guess somebody had weird things going on in Snapchat, they could have been able to look at that stuff and data and been able to do something with it. And then eventually they went to kind of, use the tool to combat bullying and harassment and online bullying, whatever. And pretty much some people were able to use that app, to get requests and get certain things of information from people's end users. And that's just such a crazy thing in my opinion. So ultimately, as of right now, that's a pretty crazy thing. Should you be worried? Probably not. But if I were you, I would go take all your saved photos that you have currently on the bottom of this thing. As you can see, I have a bunch of things. Some of them don't even matter anymore. But I would take all these and I would save them straight onto your phone. I wouldn't keep them on the Snapchat app anymore, in my opinion, just because it's a little bit scary now. It's not the end of the world. Snapchat's not going anywhere, I don't think. But it is a pretty crazy thing, and I kind of wish they did kind of do a better job at that, because it's kind of disappointing, because a lot of people still use Snapchat. As you can see, I get tons of messages all the time, meaning that there's still a ton of people who use this app, so I don't understand what they're doing. Hopefully they can get their stuff together and we can pretty much go from there. But that is pretty much it, man. If you guys have any questions or anything, leave it down in the comment section below. Hit that like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it'll mean so much if you guys can hit that. Also, check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel. All those links are linked down below. I would really appreciate it if you guys could check it out. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.